Here we are. Another story. This is Dnaught story, Libra, Chapter 11, The Reluctant Dynamic Duo. Excuse me. Okay, Elias, I said, squinting up at the back of his ridiculous, brooding head. But seriously, of all two of the people I could have been paired with today, why you? Elias didn't stop walking. Didn't even glance at me, just shifted the fall of his shoulder, shadowed trench coat, and replied, deadpan as a DMV clerk. While we're in public, you call me Kronos. Snorted. Right, my bad. He did take a glance at me then, very briefly, from over the rim of his scarf. His mouth didn't move, but I swear I could feel the eye roll. I call you Libra, he added, tone as dry as his hair looked. Okay, but see, Libra sounds cool, I said, catching up to him and tossing my arms behind my head like this was a summer stroll and not some forced patrol shift. Balanced, like I own a sick pair of enhanced scales or something. A sick pair of enchanted scales or something. You don't, he muttered. I could. You don't know my life. Didn't answer that. Just kept walking like he was who's on his way to deliver a cursed ring to a volcano. And I was the annoying hot guy tagging along. Very nice Easter egg. So what is with your name anyway? I continued, ignoring the way an old lady was passing side-eyed we passed side-eyed us. We were about to rob a CVS. Of course it's a Lord of the Rings reference. Epic Easter egg. Kronos! Sounds like a villain name. Like you should be throwing rock clocks at people. It's a reference to time, he replied. Look it up. Oh no, I know what it is. It's Greek, but it's also the name of a god who ate his children. I haven't eaten anyone, he said flatly. Yet, I muttered. Elias finally stopped, turned to face me fully, his coat fluttering around his boots, in a way that definitely would have been dramatic if we weren't standing in front of a burger cart. Do you always talk this much? Yeah, I said really, it's kind of my thing. I really need to punch you, I laughed. Honest, caught off guard laughter that cracked through my ribs. He didn't smile, but I saw the shift in his expression. Tiniest crinkle in that corner of his eye. Kept walking, the noise of the city swirling around us. Somewhere to the left, a street performer was badly but enthusiastically beatboxing. It was hard, but I resisted the urge to join in. Yeah. So this is a punishment or something? I asked after a beat. Pluto sent me out with you because I left the base fridge open again? Or is this just some test of endurance? Elias. Sorry, I meant Kronos didn't answer right away. He stopped at a crosswalk and waited for the light, like a very responsible, dramatically dressed citizen. No punishment, he said eventually. Dad thought we could learn something from each other. I blinked. Like how to not emotionally implode? Sure, he said. Let's go with that. Across the street, more people looked at us now. Him in his long shadow-drenched coat and scarf combo, me in my beautiful green hoodie and two big goggles bounced against my chest. We did not look like a coordinated hero team. We looked like the cover art for two separate graphic novels that got shelved next to each other by mistake. Your references are so good, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy good. Serious, though, I said. What is it you could possibly learn from me? I've been here for 5 minutes. Exactly. Narrowed my eyes at him. Is that your weird cryptic way of saying, I'm a breath of fresh air? It's my way of saying you haven't been jaded yet, he said. Gaze fixed straight ahead. You're still idealistic. You mean naive? Although, there is something, like, he does have an like, there's naivety that's not self-aware, and then there's naivety that's like, you know you're naive, but the reason that you're naive is because it, like, you like helping people and stuff. It's like, you can't help yourself, right? You're like, even if I help 100 people and 99 of them are scammers, if I find that one person that actually needs help, it was worth it, right? It is a solid mentality, as long as you understand that you're, you know, and your expectation is there, right? And you're ready for it, prepared for it. No. Very important. You. Oh, cool. So I'm a puppy. I didn't say that. I didn't not say it. Sighed and picked up his pace. I jogged a little to keep up. I think that's when I realized I didn't mind being stuck with him. Sure, he was weird, quiet, and talked like a noir detective with a psychological minor. Oh, with a psychology minor. Something about him. His calm, silence, made it easier to keep going. Even if I did want to shank him sometimes. He's not an asshole. He's just a douche. There's a difference. Past a mom struggling with her stroller on the curb. Without a word, Kronos reached out and lifted the front wheels for her. She smiled and said thank you. He just nodded and walked on like it was nothing. Wait, I can't remember. What the fuck are his powers? The shadow powers, right? He's a good douche. Clean you out just right. Just nodded. Same power as Pluto, yeah, okay. Kept walking through the blur of Midtown, traffic yelling at itself, vendors shouting over the noise, someone in a banana costume handing out, oh my fucking god. Handing out flyers for a hero-themed dentist. New York was a fever dream, and I was its over-caffeinated narrator. Kronos walked like he was listening to the sound of shadows, or whatever spooky thing powered his brain. Meanwhile, I was dodging pigeons like it was part of the job. So, I said, edging closer to him, what's our routine? You do the brooding, and I do the bantering? Is that our shtick now? No shtick, Kronos muttered. We're not a comedy duo. Speak for yourself. I've got material ready for our inevitable spin-off. Looked at me like I'd just confessed to being the third Zodiac killer. Please don't ever threaten me with that idea. Bikers zoomed past way too close, and I reflexively air-blasted his handlebar, just enough to jostle him off course. Not off the bike or anything. I'm not a menace. Just a little reminder to share the road. Kronos looked over his shoulder at me. What? I said, all innocent-like. Maybe don't use your gift on civilians? Maybe you shouldn't ride like he wants to become part of the sidewalk. Kronos let out the softest sigh. Like the kind you give when you realize your fate is tied to a dog in human form. You're gonna get us written up. Technically, I already have a record. Paused at another light. Across the street, a guy in a knockoff hero costume tried to sell autographs to tourists. Kronos gave him a stare like he might be contagious. I waved. You know, I said, this is kind of nice. Us, patrolling, being public nuisances together. Not a public nuisance. Oh, you absolutely are. You just disguise it better. Look, he actually looked at me that time. Not for long. You're gonna exhaust yourself before being hit lunch. Joke's on you. Lunch rejuvenates me like no other. Didn't respond, but I could have sworn I saw the edge of his mouth twitch. More progress. We kept moving. Kronos. I love that little cackle. That's great. It's like, yes, it is working. Ooh, slowly but surely. Kronos stopped a guy from jaywalking. Gave directions to a group of lost tourists from Texas. Emphasis on group. I think half of Houston was visiting. Oh. One of them offered me a fanny pack as a thank you. forgive regret, but not accepting it. I'll forever regret not accepting it. I giggle every time someone comments on that line. The snicker. Yes. You're good with people, Chrono said, and we finally shuffled off. Well, I blinked. What? Like, emotionally or just logistically? Both. Oh no. Scotty dying on stream. Yeah, I don't know. Something in the air today. Something in the air. Oh no. Was that a compliment from you? Quick. Say it again so I can record it. Don't push your luck. Too late, I'm tattooing it on my ribs. Shook his head and muttered something like unbearable. But he didn't sound annoyed. Not really. Glanced over at him again. The quiet way he watched everything like it might disappear. The way his shadows curled a little tighter when kids ran by. The fact that, for all his trench coat doom and glory, he hadn't missed a single chance to help someone today. Made me feel weirdly proud, which was probably the beginning of some emotional spiral I'd have to unpack later. Ideally with a therapist or a really good sandwich. Quiet buzz went off in my earpiece. I tapped it. Libra and Kronos, came Pluto's voice, crisp and professional. Like he hadn't just sentenced us to awkward buddy cop hour. Minor disturbance reported on 12th. Possible gift altercation. No one injured, just check it out. Copy that. Kronos. Ugh, this is tiring. Only calling him Elias. Or Mr. Emo Pants from now on. Said before I could. Of course he did. He was a professional. I'm confused with that. What do you mean by this, Dnaught? Said before I could. I don't understand it. I'm bad at English, guys! I don't know. Feels, odd. Queen? Like he responded to Pluto before Leo could. Oh. Okay. I understand. English hard. Yeah. English too complicated. Make simple. Make life simple, please. Bonk! 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 Is that your form of head pats? It's my form of head pats. English make brain hurty. True. True. So I just say, fuck it, grammatical errors are purposeful. All the spelling mistakes and grammatical errors are purposeful. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Well, sure. Saluted the air. Roger, boss man, the dynamic duo rides at your command. Pluto didn't reply. Like to think it was because he was deeply moved by my enthusiasm and not because he muted me. Turned down a narrower street. Sound shifting from chaotic to muffled. More shadows here. More closed doors. Fewer banana customers. Banana costumes. Okay. local deli in its shutters half down, and someone inside was sweeping like their life depended on it. Think it's serious? I asked, walking backwards so I could face Elias. Or are we about to heroically stop a screaming match over who cut who in line at a bodega? Doesn't matter, he said. Treat every alert seriously. I groaned. You were so by the book. Ads! 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 They're coming for you. The ads have multiplied. There is nothing left for you. You will all fall to the ads. And then you will go and you will buy said ads. And you will make more ads. And then you will watch more ads. And then you will buy more product. And then you will watch more ads. Fuck ads! God damn ads. Damn you ads. I say as someone who doesn't see them. True. The struggle is real. Where do we go from here, guys? Ads are bad. Guys, ads are bad. Don't trust ads. Don't do ads, kids. It's bad. It's bad. The ads hurt my brain. Guys, I don't know if we can come back from this. It's like, it's like not good. You know? We got a little too far off the reservations, you know what I mean? We can come back on us and go, oh shit, it's gonna be a good time, right? That's what the ads do to my fucking brain! Oh, I groaned. You are so by the book. It's just like you swallowed a procedural manual and never digested it. Elias raised an eyebrow. That's rich coming from someone who's only here because he did something against the law. Hey. We turned the corner, and there it was. Fuck! Why am I so tired? Our disturbance. Two teens arguing loudly. One of them had a faint purple shimmer around her hands. Kind of glow that screamed, I'm a little gifted, but mostly dramatic. The other kid, a boy with a busted skateboard and the expression of someone who lived exclusively on Red Bull, was waving his arms like a conductor having a meltdown. Nope, I said, holding out an arm. Calling it now, definitely not a high threat. High-level threat. Elias ignored me. Stepped forward, slow but purposeful. Hey, he called. Voice even but firm. Everything all right here? Girl startled and dropped the glow from her hands like it burned her. Boy immediately stepped behind her like she was a human shield. Whoa. Wait, you're real heroes? Girl asked, eyes going wide. Elias just nodded. I, being the friendly face of this band, offered a little wave. Yup. Weird ones, Kronos. I'm Libra. Together we fight crime and fill awkward silences. Boy peeked out from behind the girl. We weren't, like, hurting anyone. She was just showing me how to, charge my phone with her gift, that's all. Your phone exploded, the girl hissed. Not important, he whispered back. Elias tilted his head slightly. I swear shadows flinched. No harm done? Nope, the girl said quickly. Totally good, sorry for the scare. Elias studied them for another beat and nodded once. Be careful. Practice somewhere safer. Gifts can be dangerous. Girl bobbed her head in agreement so fast I thought it might detach. I smiled. And hey, cool glow. Seriously, if you ever go pro, think about a name like Glow Mama or Sparktasia. I'm not using Sparktasia, she said. You're lost, I said. It's got potential. As we turned to leave, I caught the boy whispering. They were actually kind of cool. Which, yes, I will be replaying in my head at night like a lullaby. We kept walking back into the hum of the city. Lies. You know, you guys, you know what I replay in my head over and over and over again? The same thing that I stare at on my roof, which is a heavy metal poster. And I just think, man, she can mommy dom me any day. Hell yeah! Spearlonga! I'll take a crossbow to the fucking eye for her. Lies didn't say anything. Oh, wait, which, back into the hum of the city. Lies didn't say anything right away, but I noticed the way his shoulders had eased just a little. Less boulder on back, more existential dread with posture. Did good there, I said. He glanced at me. I didn't do anything. Exactly. You let me handle it, I grinned. That's called trust, baby, he scoffed. No, that's called picking battles. Same thing. Kept walking in I'm a little bit confused. I will say that, Dnaught. Why do they talk about unless I'm retarded, why do they talk about a broken skateboard? Because this sounded like this chick broke this guy's skateboard, or maybe this guy tried to attack her with the skateboard and she defended herself with her gift and it broke the skateboard, but then all of a sudden a phone came out of nowhere. So I'm like, they were lying, right? I meant to change that to a phone, that's my bad. Okay, pre-edit stuff. Okay, I wasn't sure if, like, they just got scared all of a sudden and we're like, oh shit, we gotta make up some fucking story to make it not look like we attacked each other so we can go to fucking jail or some shit. And then I was like, I wonder if that's purposeful. So I just wanted to make a comment on that. Okay, that makes more sense. Patted my hoodie, like it was at fault for the noise. Yeah, okay, yeah. Nah, I was basically, hey, someone heard a loud bang in an alley. And then a bunch of... And then they were probably yelling, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry! Ah! Throwing her hands up. I didn't mean... And this is as soon as the heroes show up. They're like, yeah, okay, argument over. We don't care anymore. This is like authority showing up, right? It's like, oh, yep, okay. Adults are here. Time to get our shit together. Yeah, maybe I'm a little hungry. There's a cart 2 blocks down, he said. They do hot dogs. Decent enough. Exactly. Fixing that now, actually. Nice. That's why we read it, right? So we find those small things that would be like, it's a single word in frickin' how many words? 4,000. Good luck finding it, right? Needle in a goddamn haystack. But it's like a needle in... It's like an unthreaded needle in a stack of threaded needles. Find the unthreaded needle! So basically a whelp review from you. And just like that, we turn toward hot dogs. Now I'm hungry. Fuck, I didn't realize how hungry I am. Best part of the day. Hot dog cart wasn't much to look at. Just a faded umbrella and a bored looking guy behind the counter scrolling through his phone. The smell hit me like a truck made of garlic and sizzling meat. My stomach practically did a somersault. A joyful, carnivorous somersault. Be hungry. It is what it is, man. Sometimes that's what the fasting is all about. You know? It's like, just because I'm hungry doesn't mean I'm going to eat. Stepped up to the cart like I was approaching a shrine. One dog. Heavy on the ketchup. Bless me with your finest wiener-shaped food, good sir. Vendor didn't look up. I want fries with that. You want fries with that? Absolutely, I want fries with that. What do I look like, a monster? Elias stepped up to me. Same, no fries. I gasped. Heathen! Did not dignify that with a response. We paid. Well, I paid because Elias did that thing where you stare into the distance like currency was a construct when asked if you want to split payment. We sat down on a low concrete ledge nearby. A guy in a spider guy costume was having an existential crisis on the curb. Just after lunch in New York. Just another lunch in New York. Held up my hot dog like it was a newborn baby, took a bite and moaned, "Oh my God, this thing proposed." If this thing proposed, I'd say yes. Elias took a bite of his and chewed in silence, like someone who doesn't form romantic attachments to food. "So," I said around a muffle, "what's your deal?" Blinked, "Excuse me?" "You know, your deal, your tragic backstory, your hopes, your dreams, your traumas, whatever made you sign up for I wear all black and sulk professionally gig." He stared at me. I grinned, held up a fry like it was a bribe. "Come on. One fact, I'll trade you." Looked at the fry, looked at me, and said, "I grew up around heroes." "Wow," I said, mock shocked. "So specific, so detailed, I feel like I know your soul." Took another bite, chewed, swallowed. Dad's one, obviously. Mom was too, so, you know, when she passed. "Oh my God," I pointed at him. "Your legacy, that explains so much. The judgmental stares, mainly." "I don't stare." "You absolutely stare. Been staring me for like 4 blocks. Gave me that look again, equal parts done and vaguely impressed that I was still talking. You know what that reminds me of, Dnaught? Side note, tangent. I just got to bring this up because it's fucking, it's on point, and I think you might find it funny if I can fucking, if I liked it. I don't know if I liked it or not. Smokey would like this one. I saw this. Fucking Whitakers. Okay, no. Explore. Where is it? Damn it. Let's see if I can find it.
First place. Yeah, I'm confused.
No. Was it earlier? Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Damn. Okay. Well, I tried. But basically, it's like a guy sitting in an interview, and this was a very fun chapter for me because I love Elias and Leo's interactions. And what does it remind you of? So it's like a study that says that women say like 5 times as many words as men. And it's like the dude's sitting there, and the women are just like bantering for like 5 minutes, saying like, "Oh well, why won't you answer?" Because they're like, "Oh, you know, women talk more than men." He's like, And they're like, well, why don't you say anything? Why don't you answer the question? And he's like, and they just, it goes on for like 5 minutes of them like going back and forth, and he's just like, and at the end he's like, yeah, pretty much. Because they're like, and they're like, thank you for actually saying something, and it's like, oh my god, women. So this just reminds me of that, of like, there are those people like me who do never shut the fuck up, and it's like we're like the bad rep for like the stoic dude that just like stands there in silence, and then I'm like the guy who's like jumping around, like, you know, poking at him. Hey, what are you doing? What's up, man? Like, what are you doing today? What'd you do yesterday? What are you doing tomorrow? You know, what's your life like? How are? And that's just like, it reminds me so much of myself with that, where it's like, oh my god. Definitely way over the top. But I love it, because it resonates with me. Sipped from the can of soda I grabbed. Alright, you're a legacy kid. Pressure much? He didn't answer right away. Just peeled. Is legacy kid like a like dual parent, like your parent was a hero? So you're like the continuing legacy of another hero? Like Libra is carrying on the legacy of his father, essentially, or his father has put like his legacy on his shoulders because he inherited his gift. Yeah, hero parents. Okay, that's fucking awesome. I love that. I love that small piece of world building information, right? The language is super important. But anyways, let's have a toke, guys. I need a toke. Oh. Alright, 3, 2, 1, toke! He didn't answer right away, just peeled off a bit of bread, stared at it, and finally said, it's not pressure, it's expectation. They're different. They are. Are they, though? Shot me a glance. I shrugged. I mean, I get it. My dad was a pro, so they expected me to be something smarter, normaler. And then I flunked out of that real fast. Took another bite. So now, I do dumb stuff and sarcasm. Mostly sarcasm. Makes sense, it's right. It's like, okay, well, being serious didn't work, so fuck being serious. And that's literally me. I tried being serious. I tried, you know, being that guy, but it's boring. It doesn't get you anywhere, and it's just not me. You know, I don't want to have to spend my life being like, having to always second guess whether I should fucking spontaneously act or not. It's like crippling, you know? I'm like, I just want to you know? Is what it be. The skibbity. True. Elias was quiet for a moment. Ain't on a proof. Huh. I said dry as this trench coat. That's putting it lightly. But it's fine. I've got a cool hoodie and deeply buried emotional trauma. What else does a hero need? Leo and Scotty are the same person. Confirmed. Fuck. My time traveling, it has been discovered. It's because, like, you know, well, I mean, it wasn't, I got stuck here, okay? I would go back if I could, but so far I can't. Didn't laugh, but his eyebrow did twitch. You deflect a lot. Yeah, it's either that or break down crying. This feels more productive. We sat in silence for a bit after that. Not awkward, just kind of silence that settles between people who are maybe figuring out how not to hate sitting next to each other. Finished his hot dog first. Folded the tinfoil into a perfect square and tucked it neatly into the trash bin. Tossed mine from 10 feet away and missed. Badly. Elias, without a word, picked it up and dropped it in after his. Didn't look annoyed, just tired in a this is my life now kind of way. Thanks, Dad, I said. Don't call me that. Would you prefer Daddy? He shook his head and started walking away. I jogged to catch up, fries in hand. Daddy Elias, no! Yamete! Yamete kudasai! So, I said, falling back into step beside him. Same time tomorrow? Didn't answer right away. Then, just as we turned the corner, he muttered, we'll see. I grinned like I'd just been knighted. We were halfway back to base, me happily munching on the last of my fries. No, Elias, Yamate! We were halfway back to base, me happily munching on the last of my fries, like the victorious goblin I am. My earpiece crackled again. Libra. Kronos. Report of a possible armed mugging in progress. 5th and East, 42nd Street. Suspect appears to be gifted. Proceed with caution, Pluto said, in the same tone one might use to announce they were out of printer ink. Elias didn't even break stride. Copy that. Stuffed 3 fries in my mouth at once. Did he say gifted mugger or shifty hugger? Because I'm only emotionally prepared for one of those. Both sound like threats, Elias said, already changing direction. Wordplay is powerful. I'm learning a lot about dialogue from you, Dnaught. Especially the fact that I'm fucking bad at it. And I could never amount to something like this. Which is fucking odd considering I can rant forever. Sean, welcome, welcome. How's it going, good sir? How are you today? How have you been? Good to see you. We are reading Dnaught story. By the time we reached the intersection, the situation had escalated from possible mugging to, yep, this guy's definitely gifted and definitely pissed. I appreciate it. It really just comes from real life interactions and stuff. Yeah, see, I don't have those. Other than from my family. Weird night. Woke up at like 9 a.m. and went back to bed after 10. And just, wait, what, Sean? So you only slept for like an hour? Wait. Wait, I'm confused. So you, like, 14 hours? No, 9 hours, sorry. I'm doing the math backwards. Broken sleep. I slept twice. Yeah. Damn. I mean, it is Sunday, right? Catch up on your sleep. Probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream because I was so excited about the AI shit. I literally got, like, no sleep, and I need to, like, recuperate myself. So we'll probably only do a 6-hour stream, not a 9-hour stream. But we'll see how it goes, right? I might get tied up on something. It's always how it goes. I'm always getting overexcited. I'm just feeling really fucking tired. I exhumed all of my energy because I was so fucking excited about this shit. I was just like, oh my fucking god! Forgot how great it was. I forgot how great it was. How much I enjoyed it and I didn't even realize that I actually missed it. What do you know? And that's probably because I haven't talked about my book in forever. I mean, most of my streams is me just ranting on and rambling on about my book for hours on end. Now I rarely talk about it. It just never seems to come up, right? Because it's on the back burner. It's way, way on the back burner for like at least another 6 months. By the time we reach, a man, built like a garbage truck, stood shouting at a woman and her daughter. His arms sheathed in thick, jagged stone. His knuckles looked like the ends of a medieval flail. "Give it!" he barked, pointing a stone finger at the woman's face. "Just the purse! Give me the purse!" Mother clutched her daughter tight, terrified. Stepped forward, hands raised, wind already curling around my arms like eager puppies. "Alright, Captain Gravel. So dial it back. Let's dial it down a notch. You're scaring the kid. Also, you look like you lost a fight with a quarry. Back off," he roared. "Right," I muttered, glancing at Elias. "So that's a no on polite negotiation?" Elias gave me a barely there shrug. Shadows already writhing around his feet like snakes. "Your move." Stepped forward again, trying to be non-threatening. "Look, man, it's not too late to walk away. No one's hurt yet. We can just..." Charged while I was mid-sentence. Elias did what Elias does. Moved like water, smooth and unaffected. Shadows pulling him sideways like stage curtains parting. Meanwhile, I got a rock fist directly to the nose. "Ow, what the..." I stumbled back, clutching my face. "Dude, I was being nice." Blood dripped down my upper lip. My eyes watered. My pride filed a formal complaint. "Libra," Elias snapped. "Fine, fine." I sucked in a breath and raised my arms. Wind surged, knocking the mugger back a step. "You want to play rough? Let's go, Pebbles." It's so good. He roared again and came at me swinging. I ducked the first punch, leapt over the second, and hit him with a gust that sent him staggering sideways into Elias's range. "Tag, you're it." Elias didn't hesitate. Shadows lashed out like whips, catching the man. In retrospect, these rock jokes might be kind of racist. LMAO. Giftist? Whatever. This is my problem with the definition of racism nowadays. How do I say this? The only thing that makes something racist is intent. So, if you're not intending maliciously to be degrading and debilitating and demeaning and dehumanizing, then it's not bigotry. Like, you can be a bigot and make bigot jokes. You can also not be a bigot and make bigot jokes, because I think truly the only solution to racism and sexism and all of that is humor. Once you could, because that desensitizes you to it, right? And it removes the seriousness of it and turns it into a joke, and then it's like anyone who actually takes it seriously, you just fucking laugh at them because it's so ridiculous that you would actually take it seriously, right? And I think the age of Tropic Thunder shows that. Like, nowadays, if anyone tried to do, like, blackface like that in a fucking movie, they'd be canceled like Mel Gibson was after Jew ranting. But hey, look at Mel Gibson now. Look at all, like, could you imagine a timeline, Dnaught, where Mel Gibson didn't have the Jew rant, and he spent those, like, 30 years still making movies instead of being basically exiled from Hollywood? Could you imagine the cinema that we had lost because we lost Mel Gibson? The greatest decline of film. Fucking ads. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. Yay, ads! Ads, 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 Tokes! Let's get another toke up in here. Just cause we can. And we're gonna kill this vocals. Because again, not fan of vocals. Distracting. Okay, Torque, here we go. 3, 2, 1, talk! Elias didn't hesitate. Shadows lashed out like whips, catching the man mid-swing and yanking him into the air. Slammed into the brick wall with a deep thud, cracks spiderwebbing out from the impact. Whoo! I called. Home run! But then the wall groaned. A chunk of the upper ledge cracked and began to fall, right above the mother and her kid. No, no, no! Wind flared around me as I dove toward them, arms outstretched. Move! I shouted, pushing the mom aside and wrapping my body around the little girl on instinct, but the rubble never hit. Peeked up. Elias stood a few feet away, both arms raised, his shadow holding the broken concrete like a suspended ceiling from hell. His eyes were wide and focused. Gently lowered the debris to the ground before releasing it with a shudder. The girl beneath me whimpered, and I realized I was still shielding her, my nose still bleeding like a horror movie. Hey, I said, voice a little softer. You okay? She nodded against me, her tiny arms gripping my hoodie. Mom rushed over, eyes wet. Thank you, she gasped, hands shaking. Thank you both. It's fine, I said, suddenly feeling 12 and awkward again. All in a day's heroing. The little girl looked up at me with huge, watery eyes. You're Libra? I blinked, then smiled. Yeah, that's me. You're so cool, she whispered. Choked on my own dignity. Oh, yeah, I mean, I am bleeding out my face, but thank you. She hugged me. Elias walked over, calm, restored, raised an eyebrow at the sight of me being latched onto by a tiny child. Mom finally managed to pull the girl away, gently. Come on, sweetie, let's go. Girl waved at me like I'd just saved the galaxy. Bye, Libra. Thank you. I waved back, dazed. Yeah, bye. Don't do drugs. Elias looked at me as we watched them go. That was surprisingly competent. Please, I said, wiping my nose with sleeves. Don't do drugs, kids. No drugs. I'm always competent. Sometimes accidentally, but still. He smirked. I touched my nose again and winced. Ugh, that guy's fist was like being punched by a cement truck. Spanish! Brandon Reyes! Did I do it right? Oh, I forgot. C! Did I do it right? Sometimes I'm not good at pronouncing that stuff. But how's it going, Brandon? How are you today? How goes it? There is such a large Spanish community on Kick. It's actually kind of crazy. I love it. Because, like, everyone who comes in on Kick is like, speak Spanish! You speak Spanish? I speak Spanish. I'm from Colombia. I like Spanish. You're Spanish? Let's just go Spanish. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. No, I don't, but that's fucking dope. I'm guessing you like Goku? You gotta like Goku, right? Yeah, I should be like a wafer. I dodged it. Yeah, I said. Next time, maybe warn me you're gonna dodge like a damn bullet dancer so I don't eat gravel. Started walking again. For once, Elias didn't say anything mean back. We got back to base, limping. Okay, I was limping. Elias looked like he'd just returned from a brunch date. Pluto was already waiting in the common area, arms crossed, looming in that way that made it hard to tell whether we were about to get scolded or promoted. Well, he said, still pretty? I offered, gesturing to my very much bleeding nose. Bit bruised, might sneeze gravel for a week. Stopped the mugging, Elias said. Man of 5 words or less. Pluto's gaze swept over us like an x-ray, pausing briefly on my face, then on the scuffed corner of Elias's cloak. Protected the civilians, he said. Not quite a smile, but his eyebrows relaxed a little, which is, from Pluto, was basically a standing ovation. Pretty boy here shoved them out of the way, Elias added, like he was telling a weather report. Like I hadn't almost died under a chunk of architecture. Hey, I said, blinking. Did you just give me credit and call me pretty? He didn't answer. He didn't respond. But between you and me, he definitely smiled. Pluto, ever the dad that didn't say it but meant it, gave me a long unreadable look before nodding once. Good work. Pretended not to melt on the spot. Just then the doors burst open again and stormed Solaris. There they are, she bellowed, flinging a half-empty soda can at me. I hear you picked a fight with a rock dude without me. Didn't pick a fight, the fight picked me, with its fist, directly to my face. She marched over, grabbed my chin, and turned my head like I was a fruit she was checking for bruises. You look like a Picasso painting. You should see the other guy, I mumbled. I heard! The other guy went through a wall! She turned to Elias. Nice throw, Shadow Boy. Thanks, Elias said. Which I think might have been his first voluntary compliment acceptance ever. Solaris clapped me on the back, which rattled a few ribs. You're improving. Next time, try dodging. Oh, thanks for the lesson. Next time, I'm being steamrolled by a geode, I'll remember to just not. She winked and flopped onto the couch, kicking her boots up. So proud of my little chaos nuggets. Pluto cleared his throat. Don't encourage him. Solaris grinned. Too late. Absolutely fucking cinema. Oh, the slow escalation. Oh, just getting to know. Oh, the characters. Fuck, man. Okay, now I'm like really hungry. I'm gonna go throw on some food. I will say it, this is a calm before the storm chapter. It feels like that. GL's Capstain. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm all of a sudden like fucking starving. Like I was hungry before, but now I'm like, oh god. Oh god, guys. I thought about food and now my stomach says die. I'm good. How are you, mate? I'm doing well. Would you be down for reading another if we got no one else? Think you're tired, bro? Oh, I'm fucking tired as shit. It was a long day. Possibly Dnaught. It depends, because it's going to be a little bit of a shorter day today. So we got to read Sean's story. We got to read Eye of the World. We got to do the react. And we got to do drawing. So, you do you, boo-boo bear. Yeah. Oh, yeah, forgot about those. Yeah, it's like everything else that we gotta get through, right? I've been neglecting doing it because we've been working on the other, getting the videos out. But yeah. But Capstain, are you a writer? Are you a reader? Are you a purveyor of stories? Are you a... Hold on. Do you have Insta? You know what? That's like the one platform that I don't use. I don't have. I don't have an Instagram. As far as I know, I don't have an Instagram. Yeah, I don't have an Instagram. Oh, maybe I do have an Instagram. I didn't know I had an Instagram. Hey guys, you learn something new every day. Okay, I guess I do have Instagram. Okay. I mean, shit, right? What are you gonna do? So Sean, check this out. This is what we did today. This is gonna be like the 6th time we've shown this, but I can't help it because it's just so awesome.
In the year 2343, starships race almost as fast as light. We cross the gulfs between stars. But time itself resists us.
Control, this is Arcadia Station. We have an unbound star inbound for Sol. Trajectory lock confirmed. I'm sending full telemetry. Earth needs to know.
Our latest data confirms the stars will collide in less than 5 days. Every orbit in the sector is destabilizing. Evacuation corridors are being opened.
Segment 32 is locked and welded. Power flow holding steady.
Copy that. She's coming together, folks.
For the first time, 3 worlds move as one. Resources merged, minds aligned. From our unity, a single weapon is born.
The field integral's off by 2%. We need symmetry or the thrust leaks.
I'm compensating. Look, emitter 23 just stabilized.
And there's our drift. Here, reverse its polarity and we lock the ring.
Alignment green, gravitic vector ready.
It's radiating nothing we can read. Not heat, not radio, not even neutrinos, just light.
5 days?
How did
Nope,
Miss
sorry,
Things
5
get
days
you?
away. It's too close to need a ship
Hi, little comet.
to spot it.
We miss you. Come home safe. I will, promise.
Final activation sequence. Engage.
Charging, surging. Wait, scan's finding something in taller.
From the heart of the machine sun, the petals of a world unfold. An armada takes
Makes
flight,
sense now,
weapons
Sean.
waking, thrusters burning. Invaders have come from beyond.
Your age is concluded. Consent is irrelevant. You are vermin on the lattice of stars. Withdraw to silence.
If
No.
this bridge lit, the convoy makes it through.
Then we do it.
What's
No
wrong,
surrender.
Sean?
We've survived ice and fire, vacuum and war. Tonight's just another storm.
Reversing polarity on my mark. Outward push collapsing. We have inward flow. Gravitic jaws engaged. Clamp sequence live. Capture achieved.
I don't know what you mean. 5 days away, it's too close to need a ship to spot it. It's because it popped out of nowhere, Sean. It literally popped into existence. No, it popped into existence. Like, it just appeared.
Engines at full burn. We're leaving the cradle. Godspeed, everyone.
Because it's a spaceship.
We lit the match.
It's not
and the
actually a
cosmos
sun.
Answered. Worlds tumble inward. Tides of stone and fire drawn to the hungry well we
And it was a
forged.
warning.
Suns
They
twist
stopped
together.
there 5 days early to be like, ha,
Colonies become
dread the
fortresses.
end before we
Walls
destroy
turned into
you.
Bridges. We share what we build. No borders, no secrets.
But humans
We look back at
unite.
a sky that used to
Humans,
cradle our home,
humanity,
and all we
fuck
see
yeah.
now is ash and shadow. But that darkness showed us the truth. We're not alone.
Yeah, that's why, Sean. It's because it's actually not a sun. It's a spaceship. And it warped in just to give them enough fear. And that's why everyone panicked and freaked out and was like, oh my god, everything's going wrong. And they're like, wait, how did we not figure this out? Oh, well, that's because we were way too distracted by fear and, like, fucked, basically. Okay, so what's this, guys? I'm not going to bring this up on stream because I have absolutely no idea what the fuck this could actually be. You know? Wow. This guy's got like 18 different fucking channels. I don't know which one's the real one, bro. What is FGDC? I have no idea, man. Can't read it either way. Alright, here's the other one.
We woke something we don't understand.
Children of the surface.
This bomb ends worlds. We stand down, or we all fall.
Hold your line, Commander. One tremor and it's over.
Let them quake. The core is ours. We'll fight to the last.
No truce. Only conquest.
Fucking giant dick chick.
Brothers, listen. The war is over. Lay down your arms.
Too late for words.
Hear the pulse of the earth. It calls for unity. Hold them.
They're coming fast.
Can we hold? By wind and stone!
Your shield won't last forever, old man.
Long enough for you to reload.
We're not done yet.
No, but we're still breathing.
In the heart of the broken cavern, sages and smiths became one force. Magic poured through circuits, metal learned to breathe, and ember met aether. Together, giants and humans.
Once, the earth glittered with cities of crystal and steel, harmonies of aether singing through their veins. Giants, crowned in flame-red hair, shared the secrets of the world within, guiding humankind toward brilliance.
From the cracked heart of the world, the waters came. Sages and humankind set aside every difference, forging an arc of metal and mystic light. Together we built, we boarded.
We bring the song of balance. Let us mend the world together.
Balance. You mean rule. We've buried enough gods.
Now it's our turn.
Humanity rebuilt alone, shunning the planet's lessons. Cities grew without magic, technology unchecked once more. No giants remained to steer the path. The Earth whispered warnings.
I'm so glad you were... Yeah, those were my test runs for a sci-fi and a fantasy story, and it reminded me how much I fucking love sci-fi and fantasy and how much I miss writing it. Because coming up with those ideas, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so stoked on this shit. This shit is so good.